on,
do it.
guys? We're here for the IWC episode 21. Yeah, I know. Long extended holidays, what we're calling it.
We're legal.
We're alive.
We can drink now.
we're we're alive. Don't worry,
We
folks.
can
We're
drink
alive.
now.
Today's episode, we're just gonna fantasy book the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 42. Might throw the Elimination Chamber in
We're
there as
still not
well.
dead.
Uh,
We're not dead.
We're not dead. WrestleMania. It is officially WrestleMania season. The Royal Rumble is next Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Only four. It's looking like there's only going to be four matches on the card, like the last 2 years. So let's get right into it. We want the one match for sure. I know it's going to happen is Sammy versus Drew. That is more
Yeah.
likely. That's probably gonna
We're gonna have the
be
winner of the Fatal 4-Way versus Drew.
Paces Drew, and they're gonna do
We're gonna have probably opening with the Women's Rumble, closing with the Men's Rumble.
so that leaves one more match. I don't know what that would be. I mean, they could probably run. Cody and Jacob are fighting on Saturday, so it's not gonna be a match there. I mean, they could do.
Oh, women's tag title.
Oh, they're doing Gunther and AJ. Gunther and AJ was announced for Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So maybe there might be another match. There might be five matches, but yeah, that's a retirement match. But apparently, like
That's what I'm
there's
saying. Maybe like a women's tag title.
There, it's right now. The rumors are now fluctuating, saying that his contract ends in February. There's also ones that say it ends in September. There's reports that AJ is gonna win and they'll run it back in Mania, and it just I don't know. So right now that's gonna be the tough one to really predict because I don't know if AJ.
From what I've heard, they want to do kind of like a Ric Flair thing with him,
Yeah,
where every match from now on, if he loses, his career is over.
I think he's ultimately gonna lose at WrestleMania and retire, and then the rest of the year he'll be on TNA. So his contract
Yeah.
won't be up in
Which I
WWE.
will say, TNA, their debut episode only pulled like a 1.2
It was apparently
rating.
it was like really bad. I've seen.
It was majorly botched because I know they had to change a lot of the card for the pay per view because Danny Luna was having visa issues getting here. Leon Slater was having visa issues.
But yeah,
So
yeah,
they had to scrap the
TNA's.
women's title match and the X Division title match from the pay per view.
But hopefully the TNA has a brighter future on AMC. We already
Well,
reported this earlier.
we got tonight, so
We'll see. Uh, WWE. It doesn't look like WWE and TNA will be ending their relationship anytime soon.
no.
The reports say TNA is very happy with the relationship and they've extended it until at least 2028. Which honestly, it has done like at first it didn't seem like both companies were benefiting, but ever since they moved,
Yeah, I felt like WWE was taking
yeah.
the major
But once they put
pull in that partnership.
when they brought Oba over to feud with Moose, then TNA started to get attraction, and it just like their stars, like
Mm-hmm.
Mike Santana's arguably one of the hottest wrestlers right now, and you can thank WWE for that.
Yeah.
So, but let's get into this. Let's start with the women's Royal Rumble.
But before we start with this,
Okay.
we want to give a shout out to Johnny Curtis,
Oh yeah, he retired.
JDC, aka Fandango, who retired this past
Fandango.
weekend.
I still remember his
Uh,
his fucking skits
you got to
on
think the man
NXT.
debuted on WrestleMania, beat Chris Jericho in his debut match.
To be
Now he's gone.
Are
The
we
man,
are we talking about
man's
Fandango?
retired.
If we're talking about Johnny Curtis, he actually debuted before that. He was hit that stupid
I know.
milk gimmick after he won NXT season 4. It was that stupid milk gimmick that he would fucking end up spilling milk. it's
But you got to think the man's been in the business for over 20 years. 2001. He had a great career. I'll give him my hats off to him.
yeah,
Even though he was booked as almost a joke character,
I
He
I
was he was entertaining.
I love I loved his Fandango character, but I loved him and Tyler
The Fashion
Breeze,
Police.
the Fashion Police. That was my
Fashion
favorite.
Police.
That was my favorite gimmick of him, and I feel like they should have won the tag team titles. I really did think back
They
in
won the NXT
2016
tag title
they won the NXT tag titles, but back in 2016 when they had those skits, they
when
were
they
trying to
moved to the main roster.
yeah, they were trying to find out what I forgot what the crime was. They were doing something. It was like I think it was an injury to like the American Alpha when they got hurt. They were doing like a segment where they were trying to find the attackers. It was
Yeah.
freaking hilarious. But yes, shout out to Johnny Curtis, aka Fandango. Uh, he is joining many of wrestlers that are going to retire this year. The next two, obviously, being AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. Uh,
We lost John Cena. We lost
John Cena,
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Tanahashi retired
Bradley
this year.
Reese.
John Cena.
Bradley Reese
To be fair,
from
John Cena.
Evolve retired.
To be fair, John Cena did retire before 2026, so he ended up retiring at
I
the
know,
end of
but still,
2025.
if you
Yeah,
think that he's pretty much part of the line
he'll be
that we're losing,
he'll be he'll be the face of the this year's Hall of Fame. He will be the leading guy. And I hope to God it's either Randy Orton or Kurt Angle that inducts him into the Hall of Fame. Maybe
I'm hoping for Kurt Angle.
I would love Edge.
I wouldn't mind Randy.
I would love for WWE to get a hold and ask Tony Khan if because they did it with Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn was
Billy
able to,
Gunn.
yeah. So I'm hoping Edge, but Kurt Angle more likely. I mean, John Cena did it for Kurt Angle. Even though I thought it should have been Stone Cold Steve Austin that should have inducted Kurt Angle into the Hall of Fame. But yeah, we have some.
Even Taker and Trip, like those four at least that WWE can grab
Didn't
easily.
did Kane induct Undertaker to the Hall of Fame last year? Was it Kane?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker did Brother Love.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do this. All right, so let's start with the Royal Rumble. Women's Royal Rumble. There's 4 women in
You mean
this.
the Power Rangers main event?
there's 4 women on this.
I'm telling you guys that the women's Royal Rumble is gonna be more phenomenal.
This this
What you don't see is I'm literally face palming.
this women's Royal
You also saw
Rumble.
the picture I posted.
There's 4. All right, so there's 4 main
It's just- it's
four
easy,
main
ready.
women we can go here. We'll get into this more.
I
in
know
our
we're going to be
predictions.
having some returns.
Yeah, we'll have
we
some
may see
returns.
Tiffany come back.
Not Stephanie. Bianca's definitely coming back. 100% coming back. There's no one else she doesn't return.
We may get Tiffany back. Bianca, I still know is up in the air though.
I think
her
she
hand's
will.
not healing properly.
I think she'll return. She'll end up showing up because they want to do Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania.
But she's still having trouble with her hand healing properly.
She might not be in the Rumble, but they might still find a way to get her in the Elimination Chamber to win it. I don't think Bianca's winning the Rumble. Let's just say that right now. I don't think Bianca is the one that's going to win the Rumble.
I don't think Ray is going to win the Rumble.
I don't know. I think it's going to be unless this Stephanie injury is as bad as they think it is, and
it is.
They pivot.
She actually posted pictures, and her ankle is like black and blue, big time.
If they pivot and give the title to Liv, I can see Roxanne, or Roxanne wins the title, then Liv wins the Rumble. But I do think the plan right now is
I don't know.
still
If you look at it, they have Raquel going for the women's title, and her and Roxy and Liv are going for the tag titles right now.
I have a feeling Finn and Raquel are getting kicked out of the Judgment Day. The way they're teasing it so hard right now with Raquel and
The red.
yeah, and I have a feeling
the red X is popping up in the background. Maybe the Prince is coming back.
yeah.
Well, he used that entrance Monday.
Yeah. I don't. But the question is, how much is that? Was it just because it was in his hometown, and how much is it that they're actually bringing back the old theme? Yeah. So let's start with this. Who do we have going at first? You think 1 and 2?
I'm
1 or 2.
I'm going to say probably somebody from NXT, maybe like a Jakara Jackson.
Not Jakara.
Or, Lash.
Well, she's not in NXT anymore. She's
maybe Lash.
She's officially on SmackDown.
Or Jada.
Jada Parker I can see. I have a feeling we might also see again
Kendall Gray.
the woman that comes out at 1 win it all. I could definitely see WWE doing that approach again. Uh,
Yeah, I do Liv or Roxy. You
yeah,
have to do somebody that is a marathon runner.
Yeah.
I think
Your
one
Liv, your Roxy, your EO.
I think one will be Liv. I think two will be Roxanne Perez. I think this is how we slowly cut the knife or stab press the knife further into.
Basically, yeah.
So I think Liv
Twist the knife a
Morgan.
little further into the
Yeah,
feud.
I would say Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez are 1 and 2. I guess 3 would probably be a legend, maybe a legend pop, or maybe one of the NXT call ups. I can see Jordan Grace coming out at 3. 4.
I don't know. We may see somebody like a Kendall Gray. We could see
Yeah,
maybe some sort of TNA talent.
for sure. We're gonna see TNA talent for sure. Like we've seen it the last 3 years since the start of this.
Maybe get a return to Corey Jade.
Yeah, Cora Jade might come back. I ultimately think that if Rhea, Bianca, and all them are going to be in the Royal Rumble, they're going to be in later, like say like 16 to 20 range. I think.
Maybe the second half.
The second half, so they're going to save like the majority of the eliminations are
Just
going to
don't
be
botch 30 again this year.
fucking terrible. Damian Priest.
No, but that's all I'm saying. Just don't botch 30 again this year.
Yeah,
That's
30 was
like
pretty
6
bad with
years in a row.
Nikki Bella fucking coming out at 30.
I heard something that we may see Brie. I heard we may see Brie too.
Does
No,
AJ
but 2 years ago with Nia when they played her music before the number.
does AJ Lee does she show up in the Rumble?
She might.
Maybe.
Does she show up in the Rumble and eliminate Becky Lynch to set up their match at WrestleMania?
That could be.
I could definitely see in that.
I can also see. I can also see maybe something happening in the Rumble between Bailey and Lyra
I can see
because
Bayley and
they're
Lyra. Yes.
trying to be tag partners, but they're also trying to be
Bailey also.
enemies.
Apparently, Bailey's
And
also
Bailey's
leaving.
going through like this schizophrenic
I
kind of deal.
The question though is,
And then Bailey wants to be a mom.
Yeah, Bailey said she wants to finally sit down and have kids, and I already volunteered as tribute.
I also saw Bailey. I also saw Bailey wants to let her contract run, and she wants to go on the Indies and potentially join AEW. So there's also that in the back of the mind. So
She wants to pretty much go back to where her roots.
yeah. So mainly she wants to be with Sasha Banks. Like let's be real, she wants to be with her best friend Sasha. So I don't know if we book that. I mean, I don't know when her contract ends. I don't know if it's in April or if it's in the summertime. But I do think Lyra and Bailey should be a focused match at WrestleMania. You're gonna need as much matches as you can with 2 nights with WrestleMania. I just hope it's a lot better than it was last year because last year the 2 main events were the only thing that really saved WrestleMania weekend, and both of them. Well, the Seth Rollins match was good. The John Cena main event was completely bullshit. Like the way the Rock never showed up, it was Travis Scott, and it was a fucking terrible ending. So yes, we all agree that we think we can see those stuff happening. Now who do we have? The final 4. Who will be the final 4? Do you think?
Definitely Sammy.
Women's.
Oh, women's.
Yeah, women's.
Final 4. I'm going probably Rhea.
Yeah. Sammy's gonna pull an R-Truth. He's gonna pull an R-Truth.
The thing is, with the way Sammy is backstage, I can see him doing it. Wins the women's rumble.
Oh
Throws
shit!
Andy Kaufman.
I'm gonna get this fucking world so much.
I'm about to throw.
No, when you said the final 4, I thought we were talking about the fatal 4-way.
I'm gonna get the.
No. We know.
Probably Rhea, maybe Liv or Roxanne.
Now the question is, how long is She's not. She hasn't had the baby
And
yet.
I'm saying maybe a
Yeah, she's only 8 months old.
I was like, yeah, she hasn't had the
Because she
baby yet.
literally got pregnant right after her niece downstairs.
She got pregnant like right after SummerSlam. 'Cause
Yeah.
they had that triple threat match, and then she like a week later she announced she was pregnant. So
yeah.
I don't.
She's not ready. She's not
She
due
won't be
yet.
back. She won't be back. I was saying if she was back, 100%,
That's why Jimmy's been out for a while.
We probably won't see her for
probably at
I'd say
WrestleMania.
probably
WrestleMania, at least WrestleMania.
Mania, maybe a little bit later.
She might show up at
You guys think
WrestleMania.
time to get back into ring shape?
I could definitely see
And
her.
normally, look how long it took Becky to come back
I could
And
definitely. I
and
could.
Brie.
I could definitely see in
It was almost like another full year.
Yeah, I could definitely see her coming back, not wrestling, but coming back and costing Bianca or costing Jade at WrestleMania. I do think the goal. I do think Jade's dropping that title to Bianca. If that's the match, I think Bianca will win the title off of her. No offense to Jade, but this entire title run has been a fucking disaster. Like she has not.
It has.
She hasn't defended the title once since winning it. I loved it when she turned heel and
She fought. That was it.
she beat the shit out of Tiffany Stratton, and I love that. That was a good starting point, but they haven't done anything with her
No,
since.
but the only title defense she had was against Mia.
Yeah, and
But
so
I'm going Liv or Roxy, Rhea, maybe somebody from TNA, and the fourth one's going to be a wild card. I don't know who my fourth would be.
Jordan Grace.
Because they're pushing Jordan versus Jade.
Maybe Jordan Grace, yeah, like what Justin said.
Jordan, that's what I'm saying. Jordan Grace, and then Jordan Grace gets eliminated because of Jade. Jade comes out and costs her.
Yeah.
Setting up a
And
match.
then they fight in Chamber.
Yeah, they fight at the Chamber, and then that's when Bianca returns, and we get the match at WrestleMania. Yeah, I could see that. I think Rhea, 100% Rhea will be one of the final four. Io could be one of the final four.
Tiffany has the stamina.
Yeah, if Tiffany will be back, but I have a feeling Tiffany is going to be more in the lines of fighting. I think they want Tiffany versus Julia at Mania, so I
But
can see
I feel like Jordan Grace is going to be a wild card.
Jordan Grace. She can be a wild card, which we have another
She's
wild card.
really getting a decent push.
Yeah, there's also another wild card, which we'll talk about him in the men's rumble, because apparently he's going to be set to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But yes, I do agree with you guys. I think the final four could be those. I could also see Io. I can see Io getting one. She's been in the final four. She's been in the final four the last 2 rumbles. I can see. I can definitely see Charlotte. We got to remember Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte Flair but I do
It could
think
definitely come down to one member of the 2 tag teams
yeah, I do.
with Rhea and Io and Liv and Roxy.
I think Charlotte Flair and
I can see it coming.
we got to talk about Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I do think this is where we see one of them turn on each other. I think Charlotte eliminates Alexa and we get that match at Mania. But all in all, who are we picking to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
I'm gonna go with my wild card,
Jordan Grace?
And Jordan Grace. Well, now, yeah.
No, she debuted at the Tampa Rumble, which I think that was 22.
Yes. No, 21.
So yeah,
That was 21. No.
that's the report.
You're thinking, yeah,
Because
Tampa.
she was the TNA Women's Champion at the time.
21.
20.
So this is her,
Fourth or fifth.
because
Yeah.
Mickie James was the first
Yeah, Mickie
TNA
James.
champion to show up
Yeah.
in the Rumble. Then Jordan Grace was
I think there's 2 possible winners here. I think you either go Liv.
the second.
You go
But
Liv.
yeah, I'm going Jordan Grace
You go
because
Liv
it could
or
really
Bianca.
look good on this.
The thing though, the only thing that I'm hesitant
Because
about.
I feel like this could.
Yeah. The only thing I'm hesitant about that, Ryan, though, is Jordan Gray. It does seem like they're doing Jordan Grace and Jay, but I don't feel like it's for Mania. I feel like this is a match they're gonna do at like an elimination chamber to set up the match for Mania. So I think Jordan Grace could be a wild card, but
But I feel like it's also it'll look in good graces toward this
yeah, it can.
towards this partnership with TNA.
But but Jordan Grace isn't on TNA anymore.
We're definitely gonna see.
She's completely a WWE superstar.
I know, but still, she still has the
Yeah,
TNA blood.
I just feel like the
She
best
still has the
option.
TNA blood in her.
The best option is to go live. If Bianca's not ready yet, you gotta go live. You go live. Live it like her story can write for. The only way I see they go Rhea is if Stephanie is healthy. If Stephanie is 100% healthy, ready to go at WrestleMania, you could do a triple threat too. You could do Liv, Rhea, Stephanie. But I do think they've been teasing Stephanie and Rhea for a long time. I wouldn't be shocked if Rhea wins this, but I think it's Liv because I don't know what the health status is of Stephanie. I think we get Liv versus Roxanne Perez at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship, where Liv goes over and Liv finally turns a babyface. She's gonna have a massive run with that title again because of what happened with her and who injured her?
No, good. But they could even do.
They could have Roxanne.
Right.
They could have Roxanne. Yeah, I don't know though. I think they've already like I know it's been a year since they did Rhea versus Liv, but I think they've already squeezed what was left of that. I feel like the way to go if you're gonna give Liv the title is you do Liv Roxanne.
Yeah, I think they milked that. I think they milked that cow dry.
Roxanne basically replaced Liv for a while, like literally replaced Liv. It's the same thing with Liv with Rhea. Liv replaced Rhea for a while, so I feel like the best story going wise, if you're gonna give Liv the Rumble, is you give Roxanne the World Championship at Elimination Chamber. She wins it at the Chamber, and we give Liv versus Roxanne. You don't even have.
Just face it, we needed it.
Hold on, you
need
cut
this
You
at
cut out.
WrestleMania. Liv versus Roxanne, custody of Dominic,
And the world title.
a custody of Dominic match. Come on,
And
it writes itself.
what I would do in this with Liv winning the Rumble is I wouldn't even have her announce who she's gonna face until after Elimination Chamber. You have Roxanne win the World Heavyweight Championship, and then she instantly turns on Liv. They're celebrating, and she hits Liv with the belt, and there you go, boom. That's how you build. That's how you build towards the Rumble. So
Like the whole Triple H to Batista where they do the thumbs up, thumbs down.
yeah,
Or
like
to
that.
Randy.
So I would do that,
They hoist.
and I would even have Liv.
They hoist
Yeah.
Roxanne up on the.
Well, I would have Liv as the baby face. So what I would do is I would have Liv even help. She would help out Roxanne, but it would be Roxanne that turns on Liv, and the Judgment Day turns on Liv.
Orders.
You know, and they start beating up on her.
Cheating scandal pop out
Yeah, I can see.
because Dom's the boyfriend.
Yeah, I can definitely see. I 100% think if Liv wins the Rumble, she's turning face. I do think in that situation with Roxanne and Liv, Roxanne is the better heel than Liv is, and I feel like the way Liv is acting right now, she's a heel.
Has like a cheating scandal.
Yeah.
Her shoulders, and then.
So you could also have Liv in the Elimination Chamber as well. If she doesn't win the Rumble, you can still find a way. You have Roxanne win the championship by cheating and then beating up Liv afterwards. But I still think the way to go is Liv wins the Rumble.
Let's get to the men's Rumble.
Yeah, all right. So let's do the men's Rumble here. We have, obviously, the clear-cut favorite is Roman Reigns. I have a very good fantasy book with him for WrestleMania. And I'm going to start with right here. I do think Roman will be in the 20s. He'll come out in the 20s. You know, he'll do his thing. The original tribal chicken, baby. All your spices and everything. I do think the final four will be Cody, Roman, Sammy, Oba. I think that'll be the final four. I think Brock Lesnar will come out after Oba eliminates him. Brock Lesnar will cost Oba. So Oba gets eliminated there. Sammy and Cody try to team up on Roman. Roman eliminates Sammy. Then we have Cody and Roman like, oh shit, here we go again. And I do think, I don't think Cody and Roman is where they're going. especially now that we gotten reports that
No.
Triple H is a little bit hesitant to do it because it might be too much fatigue. I think we will get Roman and Cody at the end of the Rumble, but I think Roman ends up beating Cody because Jacob Fatu cost Cody. I don't think Fatu and
Yeah.
Cody are
Or
done. Randy,
another way I can see that is Brock eliminates Oba. Cody and Roman are fighting. Sammy runs over and trips both of them over the ropes.
I don't think Sammy's gonna win the Rumble. I think they're gonna give him. If anything, he'll win the Rumble next year because the WrestleMania will be in Saudi. I I could see, and this is where I'm gonna get in my fantasy booking with this. I think the right choice is Roman versus Drew. I think Roman Drew should be the match. Drew did not get.
Roman Punk.
No, no. I think Punk is destined to face Breaker, Braun Breaker. I mean, Breaker could also be a Final Four member in the Rumble, but I just think they're gonna
Well,
want
that's if it's suspension.
they're gonna want to push. They're gonna push Oba hard, and I like I said, Brock Lesnar Oba's the match for WrestleMania.
Or Braun. Braun.
I think Braun Breaker is either facing Seth Rollins or
I'm gonna do a spot.
CM Punk. I,
Braun and Brock would be really good.
I don't see.
That's what I'm saying. Do Braun.
I think if they do Braun versus Brock, it'll be.
Maybe they can save that for
I was
SummerSlam.
just saying. I think that's SummerSlam. I think Braun retires Brock. Gunther doesn't have to retire everyone. I would love for Gunther to retire Brock Lesnar, but I think Braun versus Brock is a better retirement match than Gunther versus Brock. I think if I'm booking this the way Oba with Lesnar, I think Oba, it's not even a clear-cut match. Oba just destroys him in 5 minutes. Like, if you really want to push Oba hard and make him a mainstay and a main event, like, I mean, look what he did with Cody. He showed up on Friday and the fucking crowd was chanting his name. So it's not like a lot of these NXT stars, they come up, no one knows who the fuck they are. Oba is over with the main roster crowd. So, like, if you really want to build him as the future, him and Braun Breaker, you have them squash Brock Lesnar. You have Oba win at Rumble or the Mania, which is why I think Oba eliminating Brock Lesnar feels a little bit more like it feels better than having him lose to Lesnar, like getting thrown out by Lesnar. I think Lesnar costing him later in the match would make more sense for Oba to go after him, you know. But I do think I could definitely see.
And I'm with you.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Go ahead.
Hold on, you're cutting out. What'd
I
you say?
said go ahead.
Okay. I think Oba will be the Iron
ahead.
Man. I think Oba will be the Iron Man. I think he'll start at 1 and he'll be one of the final four men. The reports is what I'm hearing is they want to
I'm
push him
already
hard.
calling him right now. We're not seeing.
We're not gonna see what Jericho.
No, I'm saying we're not seeing. Seth.
Jericho, I doubt,
Who we're not gonna
because
see?
he's getting ready for his next cruise.
Yeah. Who we're not gonna see? Hold on, I could.
Jericho
No, the other one.
or Seth.
Seth. Oh,
Seth.
Seth. No, I don't think.
Seth Rollins.
No.
Jericho.
We will see Seth towards if Seth comes back before the Mania, we'll see him at Elimination Chamber. I think that's the earliest we'll see, and that's when they'll probably reveal that Austin Theory was working with him all
Jericho, I
along.
know, was setting up for his next cruise,
Well, Jericho even came out and said that he's not
and I know
leaving
Jericho's
AEW.
setting up for his next cruise, so I doubt we're going to see him in a while.
I thought he came out and said he's not leaving AEW.
No,
But yeah,
because he's already a free agent.
Yeah, so like I said, I would have Cody Roman at the end, and then have something happen where Cody loses. That spins off to Cody having another match in Elimination Chamber, and then we're probably gonna get. I honestly, if we're gonna do something with Cody and not Roman, I would love for Cody and Punk at WrestleMania because that was the original plan, anyways. Before Seth Rollins got hurt, it was gonna be Cody Punk. I would do Cody Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship night.
I don't know. This may be a wild card, but in my Final Four, I can see it being Mike Santana
Oh yeah, I could see Santana.
as a wild card.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or Joe Hendry.
I think Joe Hendry's the
Because
next.
he's getting pushed
I
to
think
the
he's-
moon right now.
I think Joe is going to be the next NXT champion.
I think Joe Hendry. Joe is going to he's gonna go get the NXT title, but I feel like if he comes to the main roster, he's gonna be a workhorse champion. So I'm gonna say like maybe your Intercontinental or US champion.
Yeah, I don't think it
I can't see him winning the big one on the main roster just
That's
yet.
not him.
with his gimmick. I don't think he's gonna win the world
I don't
title.
see Oba getting the one.
No, he's not gonna hit the world title yet. I think Oba will be. Oba is a Royal Rumble potential winner next year, not this year. This year is to get him the eliminations. I wouldn't mind having him. Is it Roman Reigns? Who owns the current most eliminations in the?
Great change record.
Yeah,
Braun.
I would have Oba have the most
Yeah, I
eliminations,
think Braun beat Kane's record.
which is why I think Roman beat it, but then Braun beat it with the greatest Royal Rumble with the 50 people. I would have. That's why I would have Oba start at 1, because then you can have Oba eliminate all the guys, and then he gets some spot where he gets cost by like Brock Lesnar that sets up their match at Mania.
Yeah,
I do think that
but I can definitely see. I know we didn't bring it up in the women's rumble, but do you think we're going to see maybe some AAA stars showing up in either the women's or the men's rumble?
we're gonna see Mr. Iguana.
Like Flamer, Mr. Iguana, maybe
Apparently,
La Parca.
apparently Vikingo,
Uh,
he's now under contract with WWE. He's officially now under contract with WWE, where all the other eight AAA stars are still under contract with technically AAA. So we could see Vikingo.
I do know. I did see something. Like they posted a poster of some of the entrants, and Ethan Page.
Yeah,
Ethan Page's face was shown on it.
they
We
showed
may see
Ethan
Ethan
Page.
Page.
Who else did they show? They showed Ethan Page. They showed Joe Hendry. They showed a lot of other people.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I saw God.
Yeah, they saw
maybe Ricky
Tama
as like a surprise.
I don't think so. I think Ricky
Actually,
right.
wait, you can do Ricky versus Cody.
Ricky's not. No, Ricky's staying in NXT. The reports are that Ricky's not going anywhere anytime soon. I would love for Ricky to come up, but I think Ricky comes up when Cody turns heel. Which I think that the only way you can do Cody versus Roman is if The Rock returns to set up Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 43. But it also shows that Cody turns heel and finally gives his soul to The Rock. That's how he beats Roman. But I just don't see it happening. I really do think the best option right now, because
But I'm saying if we get heel Cody, I want him to go back to black hair.
I think he'll turn black hair. I think we'll get Homelander Cody Rhodes with black hair. Let me see the face. What spoiled.
Or shit, what was his gimmick when he was at Bullet Club? The Drifter.
I thought that was
Yeah, with the leather jacket.
I thought the Drifter was
No, the Drifter was Cody.
I thought it was what's his face? Elias.
No, that was WWE. The Drifter was Cody when he went
Okay.
to New Japan and joined Bullet Club.
So, yeah, they kind of spoiled. They had Ethan Page.
He was basically like a nomad.
Yeah, Ethan Page. I got the picture right here. I don't see. Sorry, Ethan Page. Yeah, Mike Santana. Mike Santana's on there as well. They spoiled Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, Ethan Page. They spoiled a
Or
lot.
that could just be a curveball.
It could be,
Yeah,
but I think Mike Santana will show up because he's the TNA champion.
Maybe Frankie.
I could see him maybe being one of the final four. Is
Hey, wild card. What if we get Frankie versus AJ at Mania?
that could be cool.
If he doesn't retire,
As an AJ send off.
if he doesn't retire, if he loses to
No, I'm
Gunther,
saying as AJ send off.
it could be. I would love to, but if he loses,
I don't think he's losing to Gunther.
I have a feeling, yeah, AJ's gonna. I don't know if AJ retains. I have a feeling they want Gunther to retire him.
If AJ retires in WWE, I feel like he will go to TNA
Yeah,
at least until October
he'll finish
Bound
off
for
his.
glory.
for Bound for Glory.
He'll finish. That's what I'm thinking.
He'll finish his story there.
I think.
Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
His retirement from actual pro wrestling match, and he'll go into the Hall of Fame there.
Now, fantasy booking this, if Roman and Drew are, say, they are the main event for night two, I don't see how Drew retains. I want Drew to. I think Drew should retain. I don't think Roman needs the title. I think Drew. A story for Drew. The same thing with Sami Zayn with Drew. Like Sami Zayn with Drew. Sami's never beaten Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre has never beaten Roman Reigns. I think it would be a full circle for Drew to retain the championship.
Finish the story.
Finish his story, because remember back in what was it, Survivor Series.
And then he gets the picture beside me.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns told Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns told Drew McIntyre back during the pandemic that all this will make sense. I mean, they could really turn that story around and say, you know what? It makes sense, and Drew would win. But I don't think Drew would win in that situation because Roman has already lost the last two Manias, and they're not going to have Roman lose a third straight Mania. Unless it's Cody versus Roman. Unless it's Cody versus Roman and Cody turns heel. But I do think the right choice would have Drew go over Roman. You cement Drew, and I do think the right choice is having him go into Mania as champion. I don't even think that's going to be the case. I really think we're still like that the Roman Cody thing is still going to happen somehow. Roman's going to win they're going to have the WWE title on the line at the Elimination Chamber. Roman's going to pin Drew to win it, and we're going to get Roman versus Cody again at Mania. And that's my fear of that. I don't want that. I don't think that's the best.
That's if I see Braun.
Like, I do think Braun versus CM Punk is the way to go at Mania, and Braun wins the title.
If Braun wins the Rumble, see that.
Yeah.
If Roman wins the Rumble, I see Braun winning Chamber.
Yes, I still think we're gonna get what I hope. Here's another situation. Like a thing we can say for Cody. Cody and Roman don't have to be in the title picture. But I think Roman versus Drew for the world title is a main event. Cody versus Roman is a main event. It's a night 2 main event situation, but I don't think Cody versus Roman 3 should happen so early. Like, you can save this match for 2 years down the road.
It's 3 consecutive years.
Almost 3. Roman was in the triple threat last year, remember?
No, but if you think about it, it's almost 3 consecutive years.
So I mean, they can say
it's so played out.
They can say this.
Cody cost Drew. Roman cost Roman.
Have Cody cost Roman at Mania? Or at Elimination Chamber? Like, he's fighting Drew in the Elimination Chamber. Cody, kind of like Shawn Michaels, kind of like what Shawn Michaels did to Undertaker. Show up in the chamber and cost. I could see that, but I really do think Roman and Drew should be. This should be like right now. It feels like they're finally giving Drew McIntyre his dues after the amazing year he had in 2024 with him and Punk. Arguably,
or just a flat big wild card. Do Drew versus Nick Aldis.
Drew versus Wade Barrett.
And do Adam Pearce and Braun Breaker.
I think they're teasing that, but I don't think that's at Mania. I really do think that's either gonna be at the Chamber. I think it's gonna be at the Chamber. They're gonna do some stupid thing where if Braun Breaker beats Adam Pearce, he gets his opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship.
Or Adam Pearce wins.
But yeah, booking.
This basically pulled the carpet off.
Booking. All right, so booking the Rumble, you guys probably have Sammy. I'm gonna go with Roman.
Yeah.
I think it's between Roman and Braun. Like, I really do think those two are the favorites. I would love to, like I said, because it's not in Saudi Arabia, then the Mania is not in Saudi Arabia. Yes, it's in Saudi Arabia, but they're giving Sami Zayn the world title shot against Drew. I feel like, you know what? That's basically double booking it. You're like, that's more. You're giving it more fatigue. I think what they need to do with Sammy is save him for next year's Rumble. And even then, he doesn't even have to win the Rumble next year. He can still find a way to get a championship at Saudi Arabia next year. I do think the ultimate goal, though, is we will get Drew versus Obafemi, which is why I would love for Drew to be the champion after
I feel like
WrestleMania
Oba might win the King of the Ring.
and get Drew versus Oba? Because they still have unsettled fit business, you know? Because Drew did.
No, that's what they do.
Drew
Have Oba win the King of the Ring.
King of the Ring, yeah, King of the Ring, and then at SummerSlam he faces the winner, yeah. But they would have to move him to
No,
SmackDown.
make him the ruler.
I am the ruler.
Well, he is on SmackDown.
No, he's on Raw. He's apparently going to Raw. That's the reports right now is that he's going to Raw, which
And why did you show up on SmackDown?
they've been doing vignettes on both Raw and SmackDown to keep it, you know, like where is he going?
No, last Friday he showed up on SmackDown.
Did he? I didn't see any
And
reports.
that's when he called out Drew. Yeah, he called out Drew. Drew was talking and Oba's music. Yeah. And he came down to face basically faced off with him.
Huh.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's in not Montreal tomorrow, right? SmackDown.
Yes.
So it should be. It won't be.
Yes.
It won't be early. So it won't be. SmackDown won't be early tomorrow. It'll be actually when it airs at 8 o'clock. It'll be live time. Which is funny because next week they're going back to Saudi Arabia. they went from fucking. They went from Germany, fucking London to back to North America for Montreal for one weekend, and then they're going back to Saudi Arabia. The fucking travel there, man. But yeah, I do think, like I said, I do think Oba Drew is a match. I don't know. I don't think it'll be for the title, but I do think it's a match that they're going to build probably at SummerSlam next year.
It was just scrolling through Facebook. It says here, Dirt Sheet Radio has reported that Becky and AJ for Mania is locked in.
Yes, AJ, which we kind of talked about that in the fantasy booking on the Women's Royal Rumble. We said that Becky and AJ are probably going to eliminate each other at in the Rumble on next Saturday, which makes sense. I think that for the Intercontinental title, I would have AJ Lee beat Becky for the title. But yes, now let's move on to AJ Styles versus Gunther. Retirement match for AJ Styles. I don't think this will be the final match between the two. I think AJ wins this one, and then we run it back at Mania, where Gunther wins and AJ.
Get a rubber match.
Yeah, and where Gunther wins at Mania and then retires AJ Styles. Then AJ goes to TNA, wrestles the rest of the year in TNA. Because there's really nothing left for.
Maybe you have one more.
He might have one more.
Maybe you have one more world title run.
Yeah, I think he'll win the TNA title and drop. I could see him winning the TNA title before and then dropping it at Bound for Glory to a guy like Leon Slater. I do think Leon Slater is gonna be the next TNA champion. But yeah, so this one I think AJ Styles wins. I'm not gonna book it as hard because I do think AJ versus Gunther is the match for Mania. Is what they're gonna go with. They're gonna do a rubber match, which is why I'm shocking they're doing this retirement match. I just felt like, they could have gotten away with it not being a retirement match. But the thing is, in that sense, Gunther would have to win then. If it's a retirement match, you can see now that AJ needs to win. But if it wasn't if you didn't throw the retirement match stipulation into the into the cards, Gunther wins 100%. There's no point of AJ winning. Just have Gunther destroy him. Like, Gunther he's a hot commodity right now. Fucking fans can't stand him. He is probably the best heel in the company right now, hands down. Drew is probably number 2. I think Drew's number 2. Braun Breaker is number 3. Those are the 3 top heels in the company right now that are not including NXT. And Gunther, if Oba does go to Raw, you keep Gunther and Oba away from each other. Do not have them cross paths. Because right now, I think Oba needs to be built up, and I don't think Gunther needs to lose a match, which I'm fine with him losing this match because it's a way to extend the feud to then lead to him retiring AJ at Mania. So that makes sense. But having him face Oba, I do think he's gonna
The
submit.
match in media, make it like a submission match.
Yeah, where he physically like he did to John Cena. Did he tap out Goldberg? I think he did, didn't
I
he?
don't think so.
I think he put him in a choke. He put him in the
Maybe. No, Goldberg passed out.
yeah. So did John Cena. I think John Cena passed out too.
No, John Cena tapped out.
Did he tap out? Okay,
John Cena took the bitch way out.
but still, both of them basically lost in submission. Uh, which is why I think I feel like that's how Gunther needs to do when he's retiring someone. He needs to put him in the choke. Is it chokehold? Not chokehold.
For a naked choke.
Yeah. He puts him in
Or a
there.
coquina clutch, whoever you want to talk to.
It's Samoa Joe's submission as well. Like it's a very good
Yeah, that's why I said coquina clutch.
when it comes to that submission, if it's done well, it sells. I mean, like, but I do think that that's what they'll do at Mania is like a submission match, and he just completely destroys AJ Styles, and AJ Styles, just like John Cena, just like Gunther, the camera will show him fading. Either he'll tap out like John Cena did, or he'll just completely pass out like Goldberg did. I do think that's the way to go. To have Gunther to put on his resume that Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles all retired from the WWE from him. Then that's when you start pushing him towards going after Punk. I do think Gunther and Punk. I don't think Punk's going to be the world champion. I also don't think he's going to be in wrestling for another 2 years. I think he's got maybe a year and a half tops left in him. Even he said in an interview I think a couple weeks ago that he only has so much left in the tank. I would do Gunther against Punk at SummerSlam. I know a lot of people want Gunther versus Brock Lesnar and to have him add this resume of him. Uh, what's it called? Retiring all these legends. But I don't think he needs to do that. I think Braun Breaker should be the one that retires Brock Lesnar. I think that's the better matchup. I do think that's the better story. But you guys are in
Yeah,
agreement.
because they're both Paul Heyman guys.
Yeah, so that makes more sense for Braun Breaker to do that. So we're all in agreement that AJ Styles wins this match because it became a retirement match. Like I said, if it wasn't a retirement match, I could definitely see Gunther winning it again. Then AJ Styles, I think they should have done it that way because then you can have it be more story written and say, hey, it could be like Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. I need to beat you. Let me beat you. I will put my career on the line, and he loses and he ends up retiring. But yes, so let's get into the main event. Obviously, we're fantasy booking this because it hasn't happened yet, but it's basically probably a foregone conclusion. We're getting Drew versus Sammy at Royal Rumble. I don't see Sammy winning this match. I don't think Sammy will come close. Drew will win this. Drew's not dropping this title at least until Elimination Chamber.
Even make like Drew cheat to win.
I think Drew will cheat to win. I do like what they did with Drew, even though the crowd still was cheering on Drew. Even after he called them idiots and said thank you, Drew, the crowd started chanting thank you, Drew. That's just because it's a London crowd. I think if it was in the States, they would have booed him.
They were in Glasgow Friday.
No. They were in London. They were in London Friday. They were in Glasgow Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, the day at the night. Yeah, the night after he won the title, they were in Glasgow, and well, he's from Ayers, but Glasgow is the main city in Scotland, and yeah, the way he just turned that crowd, it's like screw you guys. It's like screw you guys. I've been like, and he's got a point. Like
Screw you guys.
screw you guys. I'm going home. But yeah, like the way he was just that promo, if Cody won 2 Fridays ago, I don't know what they would be like. I don't think WWE would be in a good spot. I think having Drew win that championship from Cody was the best choice they could have done because it creates unpredictability for Mania. We don't know who's going to be the main event. Is it still Rhodey Coleman?
Oh, I just
I just read Seth Rollins is eyeing a WrestleMania 42 return.
Yeah. So I think we're probably getting Braun Breaker versus Seth. So there you go. Then do Cody versus Punk. You do Cody versus Punk night 1, Roman versus Drew night 2. So, but like I said, we're all in agreement. I do think Drew wins this match. I think Sammy will get his crowning moment. I think they're gonna save it next year, because it just feels like this year is just a little bit too crowded with like Roman, Cody. There's even talks that they might do Cody, Drew, Jacob Fatu at Mania, which I think would be a fucking disaster. I don't think that's a main event match. Like if it's a Mania card match, but it's not a main event match. It's not a night to send the crowd home with an amazing banger, you know. But
What if we get a massive curveball and get Punk versus AJ at Mania?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The way things are pointing though, I would love
I feel
AJ.
like they're going to continue the story with Punk and Balor.
Could they continue Punk and Balor? I could see them going at it at Elimination Chamber. I do, but I think Balor versus Dominic is the match at Mania. They've been teasing that way too
Bring the
hard.
demon back.
Yeah, they've been teasing that way too hard. I think Dominic turns
Bring the
on.
demon back. Have
Yeah,
JD turn on
yeah.
Finn.
We'll probably have Dom and JD turn on Balor at Elimination Chamber. So it'll probably be Punk versus Balor, and then Dominic he's on the ringside cheering him on, and then kind of like what Nikki did to not Nikki Natalia did to Maxine Dupree on Monday. You know, he'll be like that. He'll put the kind of like what Finn did to Damian Priest. It'll be a full circle, you know. So
Yep.
I do think Dominic versus Finn, the Demon, is the Mania match. So we have that. So let's fantasy book WrestleMania, and then we'll get out of here. We don't have to do Elimination Chamber because I really don't think. I mean, yes, things leading up to the Chamber, we can talk about it. Night 1, who's main eventing?
We see Dominic Mysterio winning the AEW title.
You see Dominic Mysterio showing up at an All In next year, winning the AEW title.
I don't know, man. WWE predicted it.
It's gotta be Dominic. It's gotta be Dominic. Fucking Jim Ross. His deadbeat father.
I remember back when that little young was in diapers.
I remember when his deadbeat dad and his real father were fighting for custody of him in a ladder match. even though they didn't call that match, that was Michael Cole and
Taz and Michael Cole.
Yeah, Taz. All right, so let's start with this night.
Well, you gotta say, Dom does have a lot of connections to AEW. He's got Taz, he's got JR.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Dom is going to be pushed for a world championship next year. I think he's the Money in the Bank.
Do you think we're going to see all the titles finally on display at WrestleMania this year?
I could definitely. I mean, there's a lot of story. I mean, you got Carmelo Hayes.
I'm in a ladder match for the women's tag titles.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see.
There's so many tag teams.
Yeah, this is probably the best.
There's so many tag teams circling those titles.
This is the best that the women's tag team division has been in a long time.
You have Legend
and Nia.
Lash.
Yeah, Nia and Lash. You have Charlotte and Alexa.
Maybe the return of the Bella Twins.
Or the return of the Bella Twins. Yeah, I could see that, but right now,
the Zaruka.
Yeah, Zaruka.
I don't know the way they
Kendall and Maddie.
The way they ended that on NXT yesterday, or not Tuesday, not yesterday. Zaruka injured Zarya, so I think they're gonna turn on each other, because Zaruka is getting pushed to the main roster. Then again, she's in a feud with JC Jane for the NXT. She might be the next NXT Women's Champion. But all right, let's get into night 1. All right, so let's start with the first match, opening match. We'll get into it. I think we're gonna get Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Night 1.
Getting stupid.
I think Carmelo Trick.
You're Mello versus Trick.
Mello versus Trick at to start night 1. I think that's the match at night 1. Do you guys?
That's gonna be a barn burner of a start. I can see that happening.
And I think
Trick might come out on.
Yes, Trick wins and he gets rid of that stupid open challenge because he's a heel.
because this I think is the rubber match
It would be.
because Mello beat him when Mello was champ, and then Trick beat Mello at Stand and Deliver in Philly,
Yeah.
which is a non-title match.
Yeah, it was a non-title
No, no, no,
street
no.
fight, which sent
Carmelo wasn't a champion. Carmelo wasn't a champion. I remember because Ilya Dragunov, not Ilya Dragunov. Who the fuck was the champion? Because Carmelo Hayes was gonna win the title again. Then Trick showed up and cost him.
No, we're saying
No, the second match.
no. That's what we're saying. The first match.
Yeah, the first match, Trick was. I mean, Mello was champ.
champion. The second match wasn't. Carmelo wasn't champion. Yeah, okay, yeah, because he lost
Yeah,
the title.
neither of them were champions.
Yeah, I forgot who was the champion.
So
Was
this
it?
is the rubber match. It would be
Yeah.
a title match.
So yeah, I think Trick Williams wins this match. It starts tonight. I think then we get potentially Liv versus Roxanne for night. I think we'll save that for night 2. But unless it's Bianca versus Jade. If it's Bianca versus Jade, they're saving that for night 2. So
Or do Matt Cardona versus Cody Rhodes.
Cody's not gonna be. Cody's not fighting Matt Cardona in a throwaway Mania match. Cody's gonna be in the. He's gonna be in the main event. I think if we're gonna get Cody versus Matt Cardona,
Come on, he's got to fight his best friend.
I know, but
He's gonna fight his quote-unquote best friend.
and not at Mania. I think we're gonna get Liv versus Roxanne.
Have him tell Matt to go fuck himself.
Well, he's not heel though. He's not turning heel.
That's when you have him go full heel.
So yeah,
night 2.
no, I think they'll do the bigger star. I always do the bigger stars night 2. So I think we'll do probably Liv versus Roxanne. It'll be Trick versus Carmelo, then Liv versus Roxanne. Then we'll probably do the women's tag team match, and then do the tag team match, and then you have the main event, which is obviously in my fantasy booking, it's Punk versus Cody. You do Cody versus Punk. Cody wins the Chamber, or Cody
I've
wins.
also heard rumors that they're going to be reuniting the tag titles again.
I hope not. I mean
I hope not.
they need it because the tag team division in both on SmackDown and Raw are fucking terrible.
Dude, the Usos versus Wyatt Six versus Machine Guns versus
Apparently,
New Day versus
they're going to be
do the
pushing.
fucking ladder match all over again.
They might be doing the MFTs versus the Wyatt Six. I don't think we're going to get Solo versus Bo at Mania.
No.
I think we're going to get that.
No, the unification match. Do God versus the Usos.
Yeah, we can do that. So night 2, the opening match, I think will be the Intercontinental match. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. I think you open the both nights with the mid-card title. Just like the Trick Williams and Carmelo match, this will be a banger. It'll see the return of the Demon, Finn Balor.
The Demon.
The Demon. I think the second match you do, it would be Seth versus Braun. You do Seth versus Braun. And then I think you do, because you got to save the big matches. If we're doing Jacob Fatu,
I'd say Oba Brock might be night 1.
Oba versus Brock night 1, I could see that. We'll throw that in there. Then Oba versus, we'll probably do Oba versus Brock, and then they'll do the main event, Cody versus Punk.
Because I have a feeling that the Oba versus Brock match might be a squash.
It's gonna be a squash. Oba, the way they're pushing Oba, if he doesn't.
I feel like Brock's gonna like charge in, and Oba's gonna hit him with fall from grace 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Yeah, and it'll be like that'll be a huge momentum swing for him. But yeah, I agree, 100%. Oba versus Brock will probably be night 1. I completely forgot about it. But even though we've been fantasy booking it. Night 2, what we have the Intercontinental title match, and then we have
maybe the men's tag title match.
The SmackDown men's title match. If there's not a unification match, I would see the SmackDown would probably be night 2, Raw night 1.
I don't see anybody dethroning the Usos on Raw.
No, I think we're probably heading towards an Usos New Day match at Mania. Sadly,
I haven't seen New Day.
Yeah, but it
I
just
want to see the New Day.
they've been
see they've been NFTs versus.
No, that's what I'm saying. MFT versus the Usos unification match.
I'm saying they might do the unification match maybe down the line at some maybe like SummerSlam.
yeah, I think
Do the MFT
MFTs versus the Wyatts,
uh
the Wyatts at Mania
Wyatt's night one.
night one. Yeah,
Night one, the other tag titles night two,
I think
just like we're doing the mid card titles.
yeah, I think right
And
now,
we already know we're getting both women's title matches. We're getting both heavyweight title matches.
yeah, I think we're getting. The thing is, I don't know if we're gonna get. So do we do? Who do we do? Do we do Julia versus Jordan Grace at WrestleMania?
Yeah,
Do we put it?
no.
I have a feeling we may see one of the women's secondary titles, but not both
Yeah,
during WrestleMania weekend.
the way they're treating.
We might see Julia defend on SmackDown.
I would say we'll probably see
And
Julia.
we may see the
Yeah.
other either the night after Mania or
I
SmackDown
think
before.
I think 100% we're gonna see the women's Intercontinental title on the match because AJ versus Becky is already a lock. So I think we'll see that night too. I do agree with you guys. The way they're treating Julia right now, I don't think she's gonna be on the card. I really do can see Jordan Grace versus Julia the night before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I do think Julia loses the title there too. I think Jordan Grace, she's gonna win the women's United States Championship, and that's how they're gonna really push that title. Is they're gonna put it on her. So yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
So night,
Actually, there's also another return I can see in the Rumble. KO.
Kevin Owens. Oh yeah, because he's been talking.
Yeah.
He wants to team up with Seth Rollins.
He's cleared.
He wants to team up with Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
Seth
he's
came
cleared.
So I could definitely see him coming back. I have a feeling the next year's War Games match is going to be Seth versus Braun. I have a feeling that's where we're heading because we'll probably have.
I can kind of see Oba joining the Vision.
I don't know, man. I think they want to keep Oba a babyface. That's the thing.
But I can. Oba needs a manager, in my opinion.
I don't know. His mic skill is good. Like it's not like
So are Braun's. They're not that bad.
no, Braun's not that bad. I just feel like
They're not as bad as like Bronson. It's like Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed 100% needs, but that's not just because of Bronson Reed. That's just because of his Australian accent. It's kind of hard to understand what he's saying. Like Braun
And
Breaker.
Austin Theory is just like a fucking twink.
You know what's funny is
Same with Logan Paul.
Austin Theory. Logan Paul though, but Logan Paul he's all promo, but he can back it up in the ring too. But like Logan Paul is the reason why Logan Paul is part of the Vision. I feel like it works is because it's literally the Vision's literally what he is. That's literally what that's it fits.
Yeah.
It fits his character so well. But yeah,
Or have the Judgment Day absorb into the Vision.
I think, and I've been
Because
saying
they're
this.
billing the Vision as the future.
I said this before, and I'll say it again. They're wasting Aleister Black's potential, man. Move him to Monday night or move the Judgment Day to Friday and fucking pair them together, dude. Aleister Black would make the Judgment Day scary. Could you imagine if you want to make Aleister Black a world champion, fucking pair him with JD McDonough. Get rid of fucking Dom. Bring in some other guys. Bring in some tougher guys. You know, fucking pair him with JD McDonough. Fucking who else is?
I would not bring Damian back.
No, don't bring Damian back. You don't need fucking Timu Undertaker.
I don't know. Aleister Black and Damian Priest would be a hell of a damn team, though.
Yeah, but they had a feud recently, so I don't see them joining each other anytime soon.
Well, you think he got Damian with the mist? It could
And the Fireball.
Yeah.
And the fireball. It could maybe drain him.
Kind of like what he did with Brody King and Buddy
I
and
kind of want
Julia Hart.
I kind of want WWE to. If Brody Key ever becomes a free agent, I kind of want WWE to fucking push hard for him because then you put Brody King in that fucking Judgment Day. You
Put the Kings of Blackthorn back together.
Yeah, you reimagine it with fucking JD McDonough, fucking Brody King, Aleister Black. You could even have Selena Vega in there. That's your new Judgment Day. But all in all, yes, I do think.
Let's wrap this up.
Yes. So the main event right now in my fantasy booking is Roman versus Drew, but I don't think that's going to be WWE's when the setting go. But if that is the fantasy booking, that's the main event night 1, night 2. Who do you guys have in winning those matches? Cody versus Punk, Roman versus Drew.
I think we're going to see
Cody cheat the win over Punk.
I don't see a cheat to win,
maybe cheat but end up getting disqualified
No,
to set up his heel turn?
have Brandy come in, low blow Punk, Cody
Legacy.
bring back his old indie finisher and
Legacy.
the butterfly pile driver and win the match.
Legacy reuniting. If only the other guy wasn't in prison.
Huh?
I said Legacy.
Oh.
Legacy reuniting. Oh, if only the other guy wasn't in prison. All right. Yeah. And then Roman Drew. Do we see Zilla? I don't know. They would do that to Drew. Having Drew lose to another fucking because another member joins WWE, that would be so stupid.
I don't know. If Zilla comes in, maybe he screws Roman.
I could definitely see. But he's all the interviews he's been doing. He's been supporting Roman. But I like I said, if I'm
what if we do Zilla versus his trainer?
If you think about it,
Zilla versus Jacob.
Yeah.
Zilla is more closer to
Yeah.
Roman. He shows up, screws Roman.
I could do that. I can definitely see that. All in all, though, I do think we will see at least one title change. One world title change. It's either going to be the WWE Championship. I do think Punk is definitely losing.
I don't see the title going back to Seth Rollins yet.
No, I don't think Seth's going to win that title yet. I think he'll win it back from Braun. I think that is the ultimate goal, is to have him win it back from Braun. And that's how I would do it. Seth beats Braun, and then you have Sammy versus Seth at the Mania next year. It's full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle. All right, so that is all the time we have. That is our fantasy booking. We will be back sometime next week. Ryan, just let me know when you're off next week. We will predict the actual Royal Rumble. Looking like 4 matches, probably 5. I don't know. They're left. They're gone. So let's wrap this up real quick. Thank you guys for joining in this week's episode. We will be back next week. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
You built a monster.